Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video we're going to be discussing the strategies and builds behind completing District Union Arena on Legendary difficulty. The guys and I have been doing, and the whole TSW community have been doing Legendary runs for people, helping them get the exotic bighorn for a long time, ever since they were released, really. So I thought I'd make some videos on how we do it, our builds, our strategy behind it, and essentially just, so you can put your own teams together and you can do this content and go after that max rolled god tier gear, and maybe help some other people out in the process. So without further ado, let's get right into the builds, and then we'll go over gameplay. Each gameplay, I'm going to give a little commentary on how we do it, kind of like a clinic, so you understand the strategy and what we're doing. But yeah, let's get right into builds. First build we're going to be discussing is Jumpman's Shield Tank build. This is a key build for any legendary, as we need the survivability that is provided by Vanguard talent on the chest piece. You can see he's using a 4-piece Foundry Bulwark gear set build, which supplies 10% armor, armor regen, and shield health. He has 1.9 million armor with a 300k health. Essentially, he's putting everything into armor, stacking as much armor as he possibly can, combining with a little bit of damage. You can see a few reds there, but it's pretty straightforward. The R&K is the Forge holster. We talked about that in other videos, but Forge holster, 1-piece Gila for the added armor, and then the 4-piece Foundry Bulwark set. He did switch out that M60 for the Pestilence, which does help a lot in spreading that Pestilence to the other players that are killed. Full shield, very straightforward, very easy. This is a very easy build to put together, but essential to success. The second build we're going to be talking about is Teddy's status effect build. Teddy helps us to control the ads and how fast they can push us, and essentially just keep them out of cover so we can do our damage to them. So with Teddy's build, he has the mechanical animal, so he's overcharging whenever he gets a kill with his gun. So he's overcharging his abilities, which is fantastic. He has the 4-piece Eclipse Protocol, so that's spreading the status effects to other enemies as they go down. He combos that with the Vile Mask, so not only does he have that status effect spreading, but it also applies a damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. So every time it spreads, it's multiplying that, right, over time. So total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage. It increases by your status effect attributes. So he's pumping out a ton of damage with this thing. The status effects is multiplying with the damage of his concussion grenade, and it's applying it over 10 seconds, and it's spreading because of the Eclipse Protocol. He then combos that with an explosive piece on the backpack there, and it really does a good work. Again, with the Pestilence, spreading that status effect as much as possible to bring down enemies. He's using the Pulse, Jammer Pulse for dogs and drones and things of that nature, and then he's using the Blinder Firefly to help us, again, control ads and keep them out of cover so we can do damage to them. Again, very straightforward, easy build to put together. You can craft most of this, but it's essential to success. Running the grenade launcher, again, works really well for dogs and for large amounts of enemies that are grouped together. Next build we're going to be discussing is our first DPS build. It's pretty straightforward, crit hit chance, crit hit damage build. For maximum damage output, we're using the crossbow specialization weapon. This weapon is used to crack the heavies' armor. If you crack their armor and then shoot them in where that piece of armor was, you can do damage straight to their health and bring them down very quickly. Eagle Bearer and the M1A for maximum damage output. 3-piece Providence with Vigilance on the backpack. Offender's chest piece with Obliterate. Grupo holster for crit hit damage, and then Overlord knee pads for 10% damage to his M1A. He's using a Revive Hive, and then the Fixer Drone. We don't use a healer, so the Fixer Drone is very helpful to keep the armor up on our damage guys, to keep those enemies going down. We have about 700k armor, 300k health. Pretty straightforward. Most people have a build like this already. Very easy. The last build we use is another DPS build. Right now I'm using the grenade launcher for this first area, but I do switch in the gameplay to another crossbow. I do run back to the White House real quick and get one. I don't show it, me doing it, but I do it. We typically run 2 crossbows and then 2 grenade launchers. So I just had the wrong piece on, but the rest of the build is correct. Eagle Bearer, CQB, again, I just like the CQB. M1A, the standard M1A with boomerang there is also just fine. 3-piece Providence with Obliterate and Vigilance. Grupo Sombra gloves, Fenris knee pads. Fenris obviously giving my Eagle Bearer 10% more damage. Grupo giving me crit hit damage. And then I use the Coyote's Mask to again upgrade our team's damage and crit hit damage and crit hit chance by 25 to 35%. So that's a vital key, important thing to be running to able to give your team more damage output faster. Again, Fixer Drone and the Revive Hive, 700k armor, 300k health or so. Very straightforward, very easy. Again, this is the same build as before, just with the Coyote's Mask instead of an Overlord. The first area of the DUA Legendary is the Roadway. It's the same as every other time you run DUA, but obviously the enemies hit a lot harder and there's more of them. There's also a wave of heavies. What we do is we sit in this first area in the back. As you can see, I went all the way over to the left. I do push up a bit. I feel that I'm too close. You can see guys are coming in on me. I push back a little bit. The main thing here is to keep your enemies at distance the best you can. You can see just there how hard they hit, right? Got my fixture drone out. I'm letting it get me some armor. I see Vanguard get procced. I get right back into the fight and just start shooting as fast as I can, bringing down things as fast as I can. The main thing here, stay together, communicate, and target things together as a team. If you don't target as a team, it's going to take that much longer to bring down. You see a gold bar starting to push, call it out and target together. In this first area, they're all in the back there. So I'm on the left kind of by myself, focus, having some guys focus me. But you're going to see me float back over to my teammates and join them. You can see Teddy's like, oh, he comes over here. He knows that there's guys over here. He throws that blinder out and gets them blinded. I'm getting grenaded. I fall back, right? You got to play smart in these things. It's not just about, DPS. You got to play smart. You got to play together as a team and work together. That is the key to any legendary. Work together. If we're not working together, we're not making calls, the guys aren't going down fast enough, and we'll probably end up starting to get pushed. So just stay together, work together. When we see the helicopter come in, make the call. You can see Teddy's going up there to blind. He blinds. It's Teddy, fall back, right? In which he does. He's going to. So we need to work together. We're targeting the same people, and Jump is making the calls on when he is going to do Vanguard. Again, just make the calls. Communicate.
Nice calls. I'm scared.
This next area is the first little exterior concession stand of the arena. This is, in my opinion, one of the more difficult. You get challenged right up in the first part because it's a very narrow corridor and they can push you very quickly. The main thing here is we want to keep them at bay as much as possible, and when we start to get pushed, we need to make the call to fall back. You can see that Raider threw out a great fire grenade there to keep them back there, and we get them all down very quickly because they're on fire and they can't shoot back. So that was a 1,000 IQ move, right? He got the grenade out there. We're able to bring them down quickly, and we start to push up a little bit to get that last guy down. We get him down. We'll wait here. We get it. We get him down. There he goes. We're working these guys. We're pushing up. And then we see all these guys spawn. You can see fall back, right? We keep falling back. Stingers are coming in from the heavies. And we keep falling back. Those guys are up there. We're good. We try to take cover. We get the crossbow out on the heavy. Remember, the crossbow is keys to success here because that immediately cracks their armor and allows. I'm going to go down here because I stayed in there too long. I stayed in there too long to get the crack on the heavy. I should have fell back before before I went down to almost no armor. Raider's up there doing his thing. We're all behind him. We're ready to fall back. I get shot again. I go down, right? Make sure it's okay to go down in a legendary. You'll see in all the gameplay footage we're going to do, we all go down. We all go down. Everybody does. But what you need to understand and try to be aware of is when you go down and where you are in order for your teammates to be able to get you up. You can see there's another guy down. We got him up. We're back. We're fighting in this doorway. We know just from experience that those heavies are not going to push out of this doorway. So we use this doorway to advantage. Even though it gets a little claustrophobic, we're able to shoot, and fall back into the hallway when we need to heal up or reload. Don't stand in the doorway and reload. Use it to your best ability. If you need to crack the heavy. See, I almost went down there. Raider's down. But we're able to stay in the hallway, stay safe, and get him back up, right? Jump is standing there, shield out at the ready, and getting him revived, essentially face tanking a heavy. That's what Jump is there for. He's going to be your primary guy to bring down or to revive people when they go down. You can see someone else went down. Teddy went down. That's fine. But we're in a position where we can get him up with relative ease and be protected. That is key. We're going to work these. We're going to work these heavies until they go down. We'll wait for that because it's not too long here. You see, I'm trying to take body shots because I know that the crack was made. I'm using my Eagle Bearer there because the Eagle Bearer does damage to health. I'm going to bring that heavy down that much quicker because I know that it does more damage to health. I'm trying to get the headshot. We know if we go out there that those guys are going to push us, and that could be the end of us. So we're playing smart. We all push together as a team. Someone goes down, jumps there to get him back up. He's got the shield out at the ready, and he's safe. We get a flank. We get a nice little cheeky flank there. It's good. Good gameplay. And that's the first area done. Easy, right? Just all about playing smart and playing together, making the calls as a team, as I said before. 40 seconds. This next area is I don't know what to call it, but it's the area right behind the first gate. You have to open, and there's a turret there, and, it can get a little hairy very quickly. You can see the shotgunners are pushing us, but we're making the calls. We're getting them down as quick as possible, and then our first priority is to get that guy off the turret. The turret wrecks you, right? So that's what your blinder, your status effect guy with Teddy, blind that guy. Get that blinder out, get him off of there as quick as possible, and let's burn him down. The DPS should be focused on him and almost immediately get him down very quickly. You can see he's down, and we're able to kind of regroup and get together as a team and get the rest of the guys down here. Snipers do hurt a lot. So it's kind of like a priority thing, right? We go from shotgunners that are rushing us to the turret guy, then to the snipers, right? Get them down, and then we can see it start to push. We know that the next wave is going to go out, so Jump is the one to go forward and pull the wave. Jump has the most survivability between all of us, so he goes out first. He pulls the wave. They start to come out. You can see the blind doing its job there, getting them blinded, keeping them at distance. Again, keep them at distance. We're using our M1As to bring these guys down the best we can. But again, keeping them at distance the best you can. And now it's just a fight. Work the ads, kill them, bring them down, and when they all go down, you move forward, and you're off to the next room. Straightforward, easy. Just stay in cover. You can see I go down there because, again, I just stayed out. I tried to get the guy down. I couldn't. I missed my shots. It's okay. I miss shots too. But, they're starting to push. I fall back, right? I get back out, and I'm in the fight. In the fight, guy's trying to go for the turret. I make the call. He's on the turret. That's not good. I keep focusing him because the blinder's down. He's down. Right? Blinder goes out. We're blinding the guys in the back, and we're taking them out. Straightforward. Very easy. Easy peasy. Next room is the room. It has like 3 dogs in it. This is very easy, guys. Nothing crazy. In a perfect world, you target the dog with the purple dog first, get him down, which would then pulse the other dogs and allow you to take down the golds relative to ease. I couldn't see the purple one, so I went after the gold first. We got the gold down. We pushed the other dogs, got him down, on to the next room. This next room is more of the same, the restaurant room. It's a long kind of corridor, rectangular room. See, the blind goes out, we blind the guys, we focus the guys we can see, we get them down. There's a couple waves here, but it's more the same. We stay back, we play together, we work as a team. We know jumps on the left here, we got 2 guys on the right, and I'm staying back. We try to keep one person, a DPS most likely, in the back behind everybody almost at all times, because if someone goes down in front, they don't have a revive hive, they can always crawl back to you. And most likely you're the most safe individual. You can also make a play for them. It's easier to move forward in some instances than it is to move backwards. So we can make a play. So we spread out among the room, and we work ads, again, working them together, using our blinds, using our pulses in order to keep guys at bay, and making the calls. If there's somebody pushing you, bring them down, all right? Very straightforward. This room is not necessarily difficult because there's a lot of cover, a lot of good cover. You see the blind keeps going out. Every time it comes off cooldown, the blind keeps going out. We see the drones. It gets pulsed. We have a dog there. Pulsed, right? Boom, they're down. Focus, focus, focus. The dog goes down. That then disrupts the next dog. Focus the next dog, right? Bring them down. Work together. Bring him down, bring him down. Yeah, right? Everyone's focusing that dog. The dog's down. Perfect. Another wave's going to spawn. We push up a little bit in order to be able to get to that wave effectively. And again, blind is going to go out here. We know a dog. We see a gold bar. We have that. We're using our target acquisition in order to keep them at bay. That guy pushes. We're making the call. We bring him down quickly. Pushes, pushes, pushes. All right, someone's retreating. Let's cover their retreat. There's a Johnny 5. Johnny 5s are deadly. We need to bring them down. Bring them down. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. And we're all staying back. We're not pushing forward. We're staying back, keeping them at bay. We know that the heal just went down by them. But that means we either A, need to destroy that heal box as quick as possible, or focus the healer, or focus fire the same individual in order to out DPS the heal. One of the other. So we know he's pushing now. We're going to go after him. He's pushing Teddy. Teddy doesn't have a lot of DPS. Remember, he's running that status effect. So I go straight to the guy that's pushing him and try to work him the best I can. I get popped by that sniper. I try to get my armor. I see Vanguard come up. I push him. Perfect. Done. Easy. This next room is very straightforward. There's one wave that kind of ambushes you once you press the button. There's heavy there. Blind goes out immediately. Once the blind is out, I'm up and firing a crossbow at the heavy in order to crack the heavy. Get the heavy cracked. I do 2 just to be safe. We focus fire. Ad is pushing us. We push. They got a grenade out, a little cheeky grenade there. That's going to zap both of us. Raider's going to tank the heavy there and go down. Luckily, I was able to make it through. You notice I'm not going for the revive until jump gets into position and gets the heavy's attention. Once the heavy is focused on jump, I go for the revive, and the tank goes down relatively quickly because he's almost down already. This next area is, again, another good test. It's definitely an area to push, but we use our choke point to our advantage. So we go in, again, blind, right off the bat. Don't wait for him. Don't wait for it. Get it right out there. Get it done. Right? If you have the 6-tier skill, you don't have a long cooldown on a thing, so keep using it as much as possible. Okay? So you can see we're holding back in this room. We're using fire. Controlled fire to get them down. We get them down. The next wave will spawn. Let's just wait for them to go down. It'll happen very soon. Raider goes down, but Teddy's right there to get him up. You can see that Raider goes down and immediately jump kind of falls back. Is that if one person goes down, it could mean that he needs to fall back as the tank in order to get people up. So he sees that one goes down. Luckily, Teddy's right there to get him up, and it's easy, but jump immediately goes in the action in order to get him up if necessary. We're getting pushed by this purple bar, so I fall back to kind of flank it, to control the flank. I get owned a bit, but he pushes back because I moved. I didn't let him get in behind us. Having an ad get in behind us is probably one of the worst things that could happen in a legendary, because that one ad could wreck the whole team. So even though I went down here, I still was able to push them back. Now, things are starting to get hairy. There's another spawn happening. So we make the call. Everyone falls back to the choke point. We use that doorway right there as our choke point. You can see I'm kind of being a little cheeky there, and I push it, but I think better. So we use these two pieces of cover here. And the good thing is, even if they push through that choke point and they keep pushing us, we can fall back into this hallway and not have to worry about it. So keep pushing. Once the heavy comes out, make sure you recognize that, make the call, and get the crossbow in them immediately in order to bring them down quickly. You can see Raider standing up on there. He's trying to get some shots off. He moves up. I move up. We always want to play together. They're not pushing us, so we're going in there to make him angry, see if we can get some red bars down. I'm lucky, and I was able to get one there. Gold bar right there wrecked me, so I fall back.
Oh, no.
Raider was not so lucky. I move up, and somehow I'm killed. I'm not really sure by what. But then Jump springs into action. He gets, he drops a hive on me. He's going for Raider. He knows he doesn't need a shield because there's nothing pushing. I'm not really sure how I went down there, but it is what it is. It happened. Again, I know there's some red bars, so I'm going to try to get some lucky shots. I'm not able to get one down, but I fall back. I know I'm low on armor here, so I'm trying to play as safe as possible. Raider tried to go for the crossbow and the heavy and almost blew himself up. But gold bar pushing, right? Oh boy, I'm going to get out of there. Getting out of there. Gold bar pushing. Raider's down. Remember, Raider's our other healer. Our other DPS, sorry. He's our other DPS, so we need to get him up. I'm going to cover fire while Jump springs into action with his shield out, getting him up. We're getting pushed. We're getting pushed hard. I go down. Jump is there. Look, jumps on revive duty, right? The other two are controlling the ad flow as they go in. Remember, Jump is your primary reviver.
I did too. Yeah, I did too. And then he ran right at me.
And the rest of this is just waiting for the ads to push in. So I'm going to cut to the next room, but just stay back. It's more of the same. I won't bore you with the rest of it, but it's more of the same. Wait for them to push and get them as they come out. Easy. In this next room, we're in the little circular room we were just kind of on the outskirts of, and we've opened the doors, and you're kind of in this another rectangular, long kind of billiards room. It's like a lounge or something, right? We push into it immediately to get down these easy guys, these red bars, but again, we're going to fall back to the room behind us when we start to get pushed. This isn't, don't hold your ground. Don't be proud. Fall back when you need to, because if you don't, that's how you're going to wipe. You can see guys are starting to push. We're bringing them down as they can push, and we're using the distance to our advantage. Now they get the heal hive down here. That's going to make things a lot harder for us to bring these guys down. So we know that, right? Heavies are spawning, right? We know that we're not going to be doing as much damage. We're staying in there as long as we can to see if we can get some cheeky kills, but it's not going well. It's not going well, guys. So we immediately make the call, fall back. Fall back. This brings the ads outside of that heal and allows us to get some good shots on them and to not have to keep playing against that heal box. You can see the heavies there. I'm letting into the heavy as much as I can. The blind goes out. Continue to go on the heavy. Cracked. And we fight from this room, guys. There's really not much difference than the other rooms, but we fight from this room, and if we need to, we fall back again. Now we get lucky, we don't need to, but if you need to, fall back. If not, stick in this room and fire into the next room. Use this doorway as your choke point. This next room is very straightforward. It's just some ads. Go in, play smart, use cover, kill the ads, focus fire, blind. Again, rinse and repeat. Straightforward.
Okay.
This next area is the mall area. This is one of the hardest spots in this fight, but we found a pretty good method, and we enjoy this method. You get pretty good cover in order to get to the third floor here, like you see us doing, up until about that point, which you can then take some damage. But we all run up to the third floor on that path you just saw us, and we hold up here. This is where our area. They can only get to us one of two ways. Up that staircase where I'm shooting that red bar right there, and then off to the left, right? The spawns happen on this third floor. Right behind where that guy is that I'm shooting right now, there's a doorway. They spawn from that doorway. And when we're up here, we're just controlling ads and trying not to get pushed. The main thing is if we start to see somebody pushing, we make that call and target them together. Again, coordinated fire and bringing them down together. Johnny Five's almost down, bring him down, right? I'm picking my targets based on A, who I can see, but B, who the rest of the team is targeting and saying they're shooting at. I'm waiting for this next spawn here so we can show you guys what we do. So let's get this purple bar down here. Hopefully. Maybe. Got away from me.
Shotgunner, second floor. Oh, hello.
Ooh, Grenadier.
Where?
Dirty fucker. He's in the middle.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
getting pushed. Right? Jump makes the call. A focus fire, we get him down. Here we go. This is the spawn. See, they spawn right across that door. I have a crossbow out. There's two heavies. Crossbow in the first heavy. Crossbow in the second heavy. Raiders also shooting crossbows in order to make sure that we get cracks in both of them. And we're bringing them down as fast as possible. Second crossbow in that heavy. I'm doing that because it only really takes one, but I'm doing it because these guys are your worst threat in this room. That one's starting to push, so I'm leaving that other one. You can see shots are already going to him, but this one is pushing us. I got to slow him down. I'm using every crossbow I have to crack everything I can on that guy. I go back to this guy in order to bring him down quickly. Getting pushed. I use a med kit. Stay in the fight. He goes down. Done. We're going to take out the remaining ads, and it's on to the next room. This section area is like the pre-garage, right? Very straightforward. Kill the ads. Get anybody that's pushing you. Use your blind. Use your vanguard. Kill the ads. On to the next room. Straightforward. This next area is the actual garage. This is, again, one of the most difficult areas in this spot, and this area can make or break your team. But you're so close to the finish. So play smart and don't be too aggressive. Again, letting them come to you. Now, in this area, we fall back into the little room. On any normal mission, if it wasn't legendary, this would be a checkpoint room. But you can't go back any further because the door closes behind you. So we're in the room. We're taking out as many ads as we can for as long as we can. You can see Jump is getting pushed. He falls back. Raider's over there. He makes the call to me saying, hey, I got a guy over here. Come over, help him. Teddy's up there using his blind as best he can. We're getting pushed on the right. He falls back. We're getting spawned. We're getting hit by drones. All sorts of things here. It's okay. I get a little brave and I start to push because I want to get eyes on that.
So if we can get, in my opinion, if we can get to 35, I'd be happy.
You know, I feel safe. I got my drone out. Clean healed. Now the green box goes down. This is going to make it so much more difficult for us to get these kills because that green box is down. I'm getting pushed hard here by a gold bar that came out of nowhere. The pulse, Teddy had moved up to get a pulse, but I'm getting pushed hard. I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble here. Jump comes to my aid. Right? This is all about that communication. I go down. I have a revive 5. Everyone starts to fall back at this point because things are getting a little hairy. That last push we made probably wasn't in the best of light, but we communicate. We work together. Jump, you can see, like I said, Jump came to my aid. I'm stuck in a doorway here. I get in. I'm good to go. We'll all fall back to the door. Raider's still out there. He falls back. We all fight from this door. Now, the beauty of fighting from this room is that you're pretty well protected, but they don't push you as hard. Again, you're outside that heal radius, but if you go down, you're able to get people back up. I take a grenade to the face. I can't get inside. Someone else goes down. We're right there, though. We're right at that door. in order for people to get back up. Teddy can get him up. Great, he's up. I'm a little bit outside, so it's a little bit more dangerous. Jump tries to get me up. Jump's there, doing his job. He takes some shots by that, I think it's a gold bar on that trunk. So he falls back. It's leave me there. There's 3 of you guys up. He goes down, but he's inside the room, right? 1 guy left up. This is a clutch moment. Teddy is the last one up. He's focusing jump to get up first. You can see Raiders out there still. I'm just outside the door, so this is not a great position for us to be in. But Jump went down inside the door. He went down inside, so he's able to get him up, right? Use this doorway to your experience. Jump goes back down again, but again, he's inside the door. Teddy's going to get him back up. They're starting to push us here. She sends in her drones.
Right at the door.
But again, they're inside the room. They are safe. They are safe. You know, that was a huge clutch moment, but we were able to survive because people were in the right positions. Teddy's trying to use that blind in order to blind these guys that are pushing and push them back so that he can get me and Raider up. Remember, me and Raider are the DPS guys, so it's going to be really hard for them to kill these people. Jump's there with the shield, and he's getting me up. Right? He needed some time to get himself healthy, get himself in a position to where he could. As soon as he's in position where he could, I'm up, I'm in the room, and we're back at it. We're back at it. We're doing what we need to do in order to get... I tried to take some shots through the windows. It didn't work. I knew that it wouldn't work, but they're shooting through the windows at us, and yeah. But I'm going to let this one play out because this is a very difficult room, and this room can make or break a lot of teams. So again, play smart. Use this room. You know, you can see him shooting out of the doorway here. It's very straightforward. Once you're here, it's very straightforward and very easy because you're using this room to your cover. I still try to take shots out the window, even though I know they're not going to do anything. But yeah, what do you expect? Teddy makes a play for Raider because they're back. They're back in their own area. I get grenaded in the face as soon as I try to go out the room. But Teddy is clutch there and gets Raider back up. Teddy's out there blinding. Jumps in position to get me back up again. At least I think it's Jump, but I'm pretty sure it is. Teddy's out there doing his work. The reason why he's able to be out there and be safe... Oh, it was Raider that got me up. But still, I'm right outside the door, so they're able to get up. Raider goes back out there to give Teddy a hand.
Nice.
Because most of the guys are down at this point. We know we can make the push. Raider's armor gets deplenished there, but Jump's right there with the Vanguard. Procs it in order to keep him up, keep him safe. We're trying to get that Johnny 5 down. Johnny 5's down. Perfect. You can see I'm shooting at the tires of the Johnny 5. That means it can't run away to its daddy and get healed. Shoot the tires, get the tires done so that the daddy has to come to him. That gives you 2 targets to focus and usually brings the daddy outside of cover. Perfect. This is straightforward now, guys. We cleared enough ads, and we're going to clear the rest of them and then move on to the next room.
Pushing you, Raider. They're pushing you.
Raider's pushing up on the left. This is a good area for cover here. And again, this is just killing ads and controlling the room to the best of your ability.
They're all pushing the Raider.
This next room is the drug lab. The old Hyena Drug Lab, as she says. So what we do here is we put 2 people on this left side and 2 people on the right side. It's like a cafeteria area or something. So we put me and Jump on the left and Raider and Teddy on the right. So we have a DPS on either side. I go with the tank on the left and Teddy with the status effects on the right. This keeps people at bay so that DPS can do their business from range. We know that they're spawning from that doorway up there, so I'm in position to kind of get some good shots and keep them going down. But this is pretty straightforward here. Not much really to go on. It's just stay behind cover, stay back here, coordinate with your team, focus fire, rinse and repeat. Just like we were talking about before. Dogs come out, make sure you're focusing them together. I push into the room a little bit because we're waiting for that next spawn. Again, we know they're going to spawn from that door. We know they're spawning from the right side as well, but we know the door is next. There's a guy stuck in the door, so we're trying to take care of him right now. We got lucky with that dog not being able to enter. But we get the dog down. We know there's going to be another spawn, so you fall back a little bit, get back into position, kill ads. Blinder goes out, keeps them at bay. Bring down the ads, jumps out there, face tanking. I know where they're going to be. He's keeping them in sight for me. This is very, very straightforward, guys. Just stay back, stay together, work as a team, make the calls, and get the ads down. We're getting pushed here on the left. Jump makes a call that he needs help. I'm there, doing the best I can to bring them down. But Jump's able to face tank. He's got that 1.9 million armor. He's got a nice shield. He's able to face tank, and which allows me to do my job because they're not focusing me. Again, we're just going to kill the remaining ads, and then it's on to the next room. Alright, this is the final room with the boss fight. This boss is easy once you understand mechanics. When I first did it, you get wiped by his pulse, and you're like, what the heck was that, right? But once you understand what's killing you, it's very straightforward. We get a couple rounds of ads, and we just work as a team. Use that blinder, use Vanguard to get your survivability up, and just take out as many ads as you possible. Keep them at distance. Use your M1As. We know that there's a guy pushing there, so I'm focused on him. He's down. Great. This guy's my next target. He's the next closest one to me. I bring him down. Great. On to the next one. Right? I push up a little bit because I know they're up there. And I know I can't get him. I know there's a guy back there, but he's in cover. So I move to the snipers. Snipers hurt. They're not focused on me, so I'm able to get them down. I see that grenader back there.
There's a grenader in the back right.
Waiting for him to poke his head up. He's only health, so he should be going down really quick. Jump moves in to get him out of cover.
There he is. Alright, that'll work.
They bring him down.
Sniper back there. Back up.
Another guy back here. I come to help Raider just in case, but he's a little red bar. He goes down quick.
Wave 2.
Another wave. They come down in the middle. We bring them out as quick as possible, focusing the shotgunner ones first. Those shotgunners hurt, and they do rush you very quickly, so we want to bring them down quickly. We got Raider up there in the perch. We get Teddy up there in the perch. Higher ground is good. Me and Jump on the ground floor. Spreading out, working together. Another wave. Right? We always focus ads first, even when the boss spawns. Focus all your ads first and get the ads down. In this fight, the ads do not spawn, or keep spawning, once the boss is out. So get all your ads down first, and then focus your boss.
On you.
There's our boss spawn.
Purple bar medic coming in the middle.
Okay, there he is.
Oh no!
Blinders out.
Healer.
Working the ads.
He's down. Armor.
Shit.
Coming Raider.
Ads are down. Okay, now we're on to the boss. I know he's behind me, so I'm running for my life. I'm telling my team he's focused on me. He's focused on me. Raider goes down, but he's in a good position. There's one ad here that kind of got away from us. We didn't know he was back there, so I make the push because he's only health.
There's one more.
See fires coming in from my teammates. Raider goes down again by an unfortunate shot, but we're in a position to get him up. The boss is on that side. That is important. That's key here. Okay? He has like a pulse, and I'm going to try to call it out when I see his pulse come up here in a little bit. But you can see his backpack's just healing him. You can't, there's the pulse coming. There's the pulse, right? So that pulse that just went off, that you see that kind of shock wave come out. If you're in that shock wave, you're dead. It hurts, okay? So that's why we stay on the opposite side of the room. You're going to see us shifting from side to side and as he moves and pushes us a little bit, right? Blinder goes out. You can see I'm just working his backpack. His backpack will keep healing him. So if you try to target him, the backpack's going to keep doing its job. So we got to keep targeting the backpack. You're going to see it start to smoke, and then the backpack will go down. There comes the pulse again, but we're far enough away. The pulse doesn't hurt. His gun almost kills me, but the pulse doesn't hurt me. Blinder. I'm working his backpack the best I can. I know he's on that side, so I know I'm safe to move. I move away from him, and I move to the other side of the room. You can see most of the team's already over there already. We're making our move to the other side of the room. Keeping him at distance, keeping him away from us so that we can get our shots. Now, it makes it a little bit hard from distance to shoot that small target of his backpack, but there, blinder. He spun around, and then we're all working the backpack as we can. Raiders up there close. Just keep working that backpack as much as you can. Raiders in there behind him already. It's perfect. He's focused on me. I make the move left. Swing around. There goes a pulse. We're able to avoid it because we're all far away. I'm coming down to Raider because he's going to push up that other side. I get a good cover spot. Again, so you see the backpack smoking now? That's good. Keep working the backpack. Don't stop. Don't stop. Backpack, backpack, backpack. Now it does go down here very shortly. I do miss it because I'm just too focused on shooting. But it will go down here shortly. Just keep working the backpack. There comes the pulse. I get behind cover here. I'm good. Wreck me with the gun. It's okay. I throw on a med kit.
Guys are gonna capture video.
I know he's right there, so I'm kind of leading him back, and then I run away.
You want us to stay still and pretend like we're...
Dive into things. Typical.
No.
I run away to the other side. Join the team. But you can see I take the long way. I do that on purpose. I get up on here because I want to see him. I want to be able to see him. Take cover. I can't see him, so I move. The guys are pushing. Pulse is coming. We all run away. Pulse is down. We're pushing. We know we're close here. So that's why you see us pushing. We know we're close. We know that. There goes the backpack, right? There goes the backpack. I don't notice it because I'm too focused on trying to kill him. Or trying to get that backpack down, but the backpack went. We knew we were that close, so that that's why we were pushing. We wanted to get that backpack down as possible. Now it's headshots, all right, everybody? It's headshots. We've made the call that he's down, or that the backpack's down, so we're making headshots. You can see Raider went down there, but I notice he has a hive, and I run away because it's not going to be a safe spot for me to pick him up. Again, we're still rotating around the room and keeping our distance because that gun hurts. Right, Raider's there. He's in a bad spot. That hive got him up and didn't do him any favors. You can see Raider goes down again. He immediately targets me. DPS are always going to be the people pulling the most aggro, unless it's your tank. So you can see Raider goes down. He comes immediately back to me. We're trying to bring him down as quick as possible here, but we're going for headshots. Look at that armor bar, just kind of getting ripped apart because his head's exposed, and we're just going for headshots. Now, I'm using my EB here instead of my M1A. Now, he has armor, right? That's fine, but I've used a lot of ammo on his backpack from my M1A, so I'm going for the headshots with my EB. And then, because once he gets out of that armor, my EB is going to do health damage, and I can just... we can just burn him as quickly as possible. You can see how, once we got that backpack down, how quickly his armor is being deplenished. His head's exposed. You can see it there really well. I have attention, so I stay in cover. A bunch of little grenades and all sorts of things going off just for the fun of it. Jump's got his attention. I get his attention back, right? I'm staying in cover while I have his attention. We're in a clutch moment here, so we don't want to go. She immediately switches to Raider, which honestly none of us were expecting. Raider goes down, but look how close he is to dying. We're going to bring him down right here. 1 second. There he goes. And look at it. I get rewarded. It's fantastic. Nice little bighorn for the group. Great, and that's how you do it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.